And some other stuff that I take with me would be like Xanafel. I have this for poison ivy. A lot of people are allergic to that. Some people don't realize they're allergic to it until they get out into the woods and really start going. Sometimes you come across poison sumac or poison ivy or something like that. Benadryl or some other antihistamine, just in case you get stung like with a bee, or you have another allergic reaction out there on the course. It's always good to have those with you. And this here's a specialized antibiotic. It goes a little bit above and beyond the Neosporin. This here's staphyseptic. Basically, when you're out, you can get a staph infection, and they get ugly. This here's a special antibiotic designed for that. I usually take, for pain relief, as far as muscles and stuff, I use the Tylenol. And then, especially when I'm in altitude situations over 10,000 foot, I like to take Excedrin with me. It's not really altitude sickness, but a lot of times when I go up and down at altitude, for some reason I get a headache. And I know other people do as well, so I take Excedrin because that's actually a headache medicine. It's got a bit of caffeine and stuff in it, so that works well. As far as pain relief goes, is electrolytes. I use a brand called ECAPS. Basically what this does is it replaces electrolytes that you've lost through sweating, breathing, all that good stuff there. Basically, if you lose electrolytes from your system, you're going to cramp up pretty bad. You're going to know it. Your major muscle mass is just, they seize up pretty good. You take a couple of these here, and your body balances itself back out, and you're good to go again. Personally, I also have these here in a pocket where I can pop one an hour, but I always carry a few extra in my first aid kit just in case. That in and of itself pretty much comprises everything that I take with me in my first aid kit. To help complement the first aid kit, there's a few other things that you could and should consider having with you depending on your trip. First thing I think every hiker should have in their first aid pack is a knife of some sort. It helps to possibly cut the gauze, tape, whatever you might need parts of, moleskin. So you can't do that without a knife. I think beyond working with the first aid kit, you can also use it to cut sticks in case you have to set a bone, something like that. Another thing that I find particularly useful is the whistle. Sometimes you might not feel like sitting there in the woods all day if you've injured yourself bad enough and calling for help. The whistle really helps attract attention from further away. It's louder than your voice could be, and people know to come to a whistle. If you're far enough out in the woods and you are going to need to use water from a water source in the woods, a water treatment tablet of some sort, they make all kinds. This here gets rid of a lot of the little germs and stuff in the water, so it makes it safe to drink. If you don't use this, you run a chance of getting something like septic dysentery or just real bad gut ache. It's always better safe than sorry. I always travel with an extra compass on me, just in case you do get lost. It can help point your way out. Before you start using the compass, it's best to read a little bit on how to use, find your way, and take bearings and stuff like that. The compass doesn't do you any good unless you know how to use it. One other thing about this here particular compass, and is also important, is it has a mirror on it that you can use as a reflective surface to signal help. And the other unit that I always have with me is a windproof and waterproof lighter. Sometimes you can get pretty cold at night if you have to spend the night in the woods. So I always try to have one of these here with me to make a fire. The one other thing that I think that a person should be aware of when they're dealing with their first aid pack is to enroll themselves in a qualified first aid course. Red Cross around the country has many programs going, and I think that it's important for everybody who's actually going to go out into the wilderness to have a solid knowledge of what life-saving skills are. It's nice to have all of this product with you, but it's also good to know exactly how to use it and at what times, and how you can use the environment around you. My name is Frank Flack. Thanks for watching this introductory course on outdoor first aid. We'll see you later.